welcome to Swaksha Spectrum. Today's spectrum is quite a sweet spectrum, which we're going to be seeing how honey is extracted. As you may already know, honey starts off as flower nectar, which is collected by the bees. This flower nectar gets broken down into simple sugars, which are later stored inside the honeycomb. Bees tend to have a straw-like mouth, so they climb onto the flower and suck up the nectar with their straw-like mouth and collect it in a little sac they have. But sometimes they also collect the nectar on their legs. And here you can see the bees collecting the flower nectar from these flowers. Now that the bees have collected all their pollen nectar, they've returned to the hive to put it inside the honeycomb, where the other worker bees suck it up and chew it out in order to break the nectar sugars, which are known as glucose and fructose. So the bees will generally sting if they're taken by surprise, so the beekeepers spray the hive with the smoke from burning pine needles, which acts as a warning for the bees. Inside the hives are quite a lot of these frames, which each hold a honeycomb filled with honey, which is where the bees generally deposit the nectar into wax. Here's one of the frames. As you can tell, there's quite a lot of bees on them and they have quite a lot of honey in it already. And now the beekeeper is just closing the hive. And beekeepers generally use plastic due to its versatility. And this is the pine needle spray which I mentioned earlier. And now on to the second hive, which is basically the same as the first one. This was also the hive which a bee flew at me and got in my hair, so that was an adventure. And here are some more hives. These hives are almost close to being finished, so that's why they're kept in a different location. At the bottom of the hive is where the queen bee is, and that's also where the eggs are. And at the top is where all the honey is stored. Here are the bees filling in the honeycombs. here is another frame, still with quite a lot of bees. And this frame has even more bees, and this one actually has the queen bee, as you can see there. So this frame is almost ready to have its honey extracted, and that's why the beekeeper just pushed off all the bees. And now he's just making space so that a new frame can be put inside. And here goes the new frame. After the honey is ready, the beekeepers get the honey out of the honeycombs by slicing them with hot knives, which lets the honey spill out.